Hello everyone. So I wanted to make a quick little run through of my 2025 Jersey fan meet haul. This is the start. Got a late model panel mount model 163. This is a split phase GE motor on it, and it is a 2-speed. Let's see the specs here. 1725 and 1140. So that it's actually in really nice clean condition. So I have an idea of what I would like to do with this fan. I have a use for it, so I'm kind of excited for that. The second fan we have is an old Signal. It's kind of funny, this looks a lot like a Type W ILG, but it is not. A little bit different design motor. It's a totally enclosed type, but I believe this motor is burned out. That's going to be a project for another day, but I'm not worried because I can always just rewind it and put it back into service. Give it a new paint job and make it look pretty again. So on to the next one. So for anyone who is familiar with these fans, you probably already know what it is by looking at the base, but as I move up, it's an ILG, the roll air type, and this one had an issue. I did already fix the issue, but of course the motors on these typically buzz really loud, and I'm going to be doing some work to try to mitigate that. But yeah, the blade originally was just spinning on the shaft because the original bushing probably rotted and crumbled, and somebody jammed a bunch of random things in there to try to make it fit, and it did not work at all. And the blade was not only loose on the shaft and flopping around, but you couldn't use a screwdriver to get the screw off the end to pull the blade off. So it was really a tricky operation, but I did successfully get it apart, and I machined a new sleeve to adapt from the 3/8 shaft to the 1/2 inch fan bore, and away it goes. You can definitely tell it's a little buzzy, but at last it does run. So that's the ILG. On to the next. Alright, and up next I have a early Westinghouse. This one is a stationary fan, no oscillator. I put a new head wire on it. The paint's really clean, so I just kind of shined it up a little bit. And this one is a centrifugal start fan. So this is the first centrifugal start brass fan that I own now. Pretty cool. It's a little sparky still on startup. I guess that might be normal for these, I'm not sure. But when I first before I took it apart, it did run, but you kind of had to push the blade to get it going. And there's the centrifugal switch making its sound. But pretty cool, I'm excited for this one. And up next we have an old Patton. Well, it's not really that old to me, it's all plastic, but it's not usually my style. I prefer the metal stuff, but this one was a fan that I had when I was a little kid, and I guess I just wanted to kind of relive some of my childhood moments of listening to this thing run and playing with the rotating grill on the face of it. So I'll give you a little view of the back side of it and the switch. But I always liked the sound of this when I was little, so we'll see if it lives up to the expectations of what I remember. Moving right along, now we've got a bunch of auction fans that I had gotten at the meet. This GE is in good running condition. Needs a little paint probably to make it look nicer. It's just a 2-speed toggle, double throw. The only issue with it is this wing nut or wing screw, whatever. It's just spinning So the thread is completely stripped. It is a steel screw threading into pot metal, so I'll probably drill that out and either thread it with a larger size, or I'll make some kind of an insert for that. But that'll be to be determined. Then we got an old Robbins and Myers. This one's going to need some interesting work because this is all cracked here. Again, stupid pot metal. I can't stand pot metal, but what are you going to do? If anything, I might even try 3D printing a new part for that and see how it works. But that is that one. I'm sure all of these need new wiring. Got an Emerson 79646. This is an AX. It's from 1952. Got the slider switch there. Pretty nice fan. I mean, these are good workhorse fans. You pretty much can't kill them. They'll run forever. Then we've got a Zephyr, Hunter Zephyr. I think it's missing, might be missing the little badge that went in the middle here, or the, not badge, the little cap that went over it. It's like a little chrome cap, but it's no biggie. Whatever, it still works. You can see here, the fan was from Lebanon Hospital, room 640, I think it was, or 604, something like that. They have a couple different places where it's been scratched into the paint. So I always like the switches on these fans. They have a neat feel to them. So that's that one. And then we've got a deal over here. This one seems to be all there. I don't see any parts that are missing. Just needs to be rewired and cleaned up, or maybe repainted. But I like getting those. Some of the auction fans, you can get them really cheap. So sometimes I fix them up, and if I have some friends or somebody that is looking for an antique fan, it's a great little way of giving some fan gifts to people. And yeah, sometimes they're just nice to have as little workhorse fans. They might not be the prettiest thing in the world, but if they do their job, so be it. So that is those. Up here, got a couple brass fans. Century, that one is a stationary Century, and it is there's no switch on it, so I'll have to put like a line switch on the cord. So it's just a single speed, but pretty neat little guy. 12-inch, and then 12-inch AOU. The cage is just hanging because I do not have struts for that fan right now, so I'm gonna have to either make or buy some struts if I can find them, and be able to put that guy together and get it running. I do like the AOUs. I have a couple 16-inch models already, so I'm kind of looking forward to having this little smaller brethren of it. And now there's the 20-inch frigid box fan. This one is has the thermodial on it. So we got a little thermostatic control, and of course the push button switches. Gotta love those when they work smoothly. And then the in and out. So this has the dreaded fireball motor in it, but I'm not worried about that because I'm going to be rewinding it. For those of you who don't know about these motors, they are partially wound with aluminum windings, and where the connections are made from the aluminum to the copper is where the failure point is on these. They corrode, and then the connection breaks down and it just heats up and burns. So they're actually really nice motors once you rewind them and they're all copper and you don't have to deal with that problem anymore. But as they are from the factory, not that great. So that'll be a fun project. And last, got some motors to work on. None of these are going to be motors I'm going to be keeping. These are all working on for other people. A couple Fireball motors. This is an old Westinghouse Sidewinder ceiling fan. stator. So I'll be rewinding that one. And then this is an old ILG Model 163. This one is in really rough shape. I can't even get the shaft to spin. So it's going to be interesting. But I've done a few of these already, so they are pretty easy peasy. And there's the tag. So anyways, that is the haul from the Jersey Fan Meet of 2025. Hope you all enjoyed watching, and please like and subscribe, and have a fantastic day.